Is being emotional a strength or a weakness? Is being emotional in real world, is it underrated or is it overrated? So these are some questions I have always dealt with in real life, and I wanted to share my perspective on these things. Emotions are something we cannot see with our eyes, we cannot hear from our ears, we cannot smell it from our nose, we cannot taste it, we cannot touch it. These are abstract things that we can, as a human being, we can only feel. These are things we can only feel, we cannot see them, there is no physical thing as emotion. It's an abstract feeling our body feels, our brain feels, right? Somebody leaves you, somebody can leave you in a state of happiness, someone can leave you in a state of disgust, someone can leave you in a state where you are obsessed with them. You think every single thought for a very long period of time that you create is associated with that person. Somebody can leave you hurt, somebody can leave you angry, there is someone in your life, maybe a colleague who you find totally annoying and irritating, or maybe there's someone in your life, maybe it could be your best friend, it could be some person whom you have officially declared as your comfort person, or you have officially declared them as your uh, spiritual, best friend, like BFF. And so these are emotions: hurt, anger, happiness, love, affection, irritation, agitation. These are all emotions. We cannot see them, we cannot touch them, hear them, we can only feel them. But the real question is, can we control these emotions? If these emotions are basically taking over our whole entire body, and when I say taking over our whole entire body, I mean that there is something we cannot process. There is something we always feel disturbed. It means that our emotions are not in our control. So it's not the emotions which are not in control. It's the way we deal with the residue, the aftermath of emotions is not in our control. But the question is, should we control this? As a human being, emotions are inevitable. We will feel them every single second until I will not say the word, until we, leave. We will feel emotions. Human beings are supposed to feel emotions. We have a heart. We process emotions. So if we if we adopt this idea that the outcome of emotions or the aftermath is not in our control, but what we do with that, what we do with our emotions, how we process our emotions is in our control, that day will become a legendary day in our lives. We cannot control the aftermath. We cannot control the outcome. What will happen? If you're obsessed with someone and suddenly they leave you, how will you will be in a state of shock. And you see, whenever I mentioned emotions, there is always somebody associated. Somebody is making you feel irritated. Somebody is showing you affection. There is somebody you are obsessed with, or there is somebody you are totally irritated with. So it's always somebody. There is someone in the picture, and that is creating emotion in you. So, what is the solution? Is it important that we should control our emotions? No. We have to be vulnerable. As human beings, we have to be vulnerable. But it's the way we deal with emotions which separates us. Some people deal with their emotions by being noisy. They they tell the people they're involved with that this is the emotion I am feeling. They tell straight in a straightforward manner that you have made me feel irritated. So this is my response to you. They will be rude, they will make noise. Or if somebody is making them feel happy, they all in that situation too, some people might make noise. They might tell that you are the reason of my happiness. There are some people who deal with their emotions in a very silent manner. They if an emotion is of negative energy, they tolerate it. They don't say it outwards. They don't say it out loud how the other person is making them feel, but they tolerate it. And then there are some people who have went through so much struggle in their life that they have learned that it is impossible to be in control of all these emotions that you're feeling. And it is the ultimate truth. You cannot control the outcome. You cannot control the emotions. Emotions are supposed to come across you. They will make you feel overwhelmed. They will catch you. You will catch them every single second now and then. But the way you deal with it is what makes you different. And from my lessons, from the things that I have learned in my life, I think the most powerful way to deal with negative emotions is detachment. Detachment is not completely eliminating all kinds of social contact with the person who is the root cause of your emotion. And that emotion could be anything, negative, positive, but mainly we are talking about maybe negative emotions. Like somebody is making you feel hurt, somebody is making you feel disgusted. You know what? Even when you are obsessed with someone, you have you have a fear that they might abandon you, they might leave you someday. So it is actually, obsession is a negative energy. If you're jealous of someone, you're feeling jealousy from someone, it is a negative energy, it's a negative emotion. So what is detachment? Detachment is not completely eliminating any type of social contact. No. When you in detachment, you live in society. You live with every single person, even with those who are causing you different types of emotions. But you now have control over the way you are controlling your emotions. You have control over yourself. You now are creating thoughts which are not associated with the person who is creating the noise within you or creating the emotion within you. For instance, if someone is the reason of pain in you, earlier you would say that they are the reason for my pain. But when you are in a detached state, you now are in control of the thoughts. You no longer create a thought in your mind that they are the reason. Now you say, I am the reason because I am the one who is creating that thought. They are not creating that thought. They might be sending you energy, but who is creating the thought? Ultimately, it is you who is creating the thought. It is your responsibility to check the type of thoughts which you're creating. And when you start realizing, when you become conscious of these things, you become detached. You live with everyone, you spread your positive aura everywhere, but you live in a detached state. Nobody's nobody's emotions, nobody's interaction with you can create any type of negative thoughts within you because now you are the one responsible for creating your thoughts. And that creates a big difference. You are now living in a very detached state and you are now conscious and well aware of the way you are dealing with your emotions. And that is power.